Hello everybody, Ministorm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the road to 56, Honduras. In the last episode, I decided that attacking Venezuela was not going to be a good idea because of this guarantee here, and so I decided that we needed to start getting some more participation score against the Soviet Union, and so I decided to send my troops back to the Soviet front. And this time heading into Asia, and specifically along the Mongolian border. And kind of help push Mongolia out of the fight. So we're going to work on that. Now the issue is, as always, supplies. And so we might need to start looking into how we can help with that. We might need to forego some of this construction here and instead work on some more infrastructural construction to keep our troops supplied. So, let's look into that. Let's take a look also here. We need to take care of this. Okay. So far we only have 3 destroyers. We're working on our cruiser designs. The Third Haitian Empire has joined the Union Hispanica. Really? Union Hispanica might be something we have to deal with. We'll have to see. All right. So, let's see what we can do about some infrastructure. Well, for one thing, we are going to need a rail of pretty serious proportions along the west coast. So, let's bump up some rail here. Okay, we're going to bump up some rail there. Now, our troops are over here. We're going to need... Nope, we can't build supply hubs. Never mind then. Can I send some stuff out here? I think so. And that might help. I think Mongolia is on the verge of capitulating, so that's good. But if we can get the rails to our western ports, then that would be good. Yeah, the Mongolian Soviet Socialist Republic has capitulated. Excellent. Now, we just need to wipe out the remaining remnants. Alright, 1940 cruiser hull is done. Alright, that means we're ready to... no, improve airplane catapult. There we go. Not quite ready to design a cruiser. Expanded departments is complete. Partial mobilization, right. We need to We need to deal with that. Civilian. Yeah, we got to get on the war economy. So we need 150 political power. We'll go with rapid upscaling, I think. Yeah, a lot of this is now going to be manual. APC 39, APC 42. Alright, submarine effort is complete. I'll hold off on that submarine effort. Let's go with army support planes. Alright, I think we need to basically supply consumption. Yeah, we'll go with logistics wizard. There we go. Reduce our supply consumption by 15% because we really need that at the moment. Okay, so yeah. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Hopefully, Republic of China will send some troops along this border to deal with this, so we don't end up getting cut off. But hopefully, we're not going to get cut off. So we're going to try and take up this bulge here and push in this direction. Taka Airlines. Oh, medium planes. This is our medium aircraft manufacturer. We'll go with that one. Light anti-air 43. Okay, that's caught up. Yeah, let's work on that. Alright, construction 4. Excavation 4. Artillery manufacturers. How is our manpower looking? Manpower is not great. But at least it's still there. Improved airplane catapult. Very good. So we have a 1-year reduction ahead of time. So let's go after that hull. Now we should be building some pretty good stuff here. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I don't want that front. Yep, everybody shift over here. Alright, anti-tank 43. That's good. Okay, so then that... yeah, we might as well go ahead and get this. Now, we need to design that cruiser. We're actually overbuying steel, so we can drop that. Though we are gonna... now we want a light cruiser. A light cruiser is what we're looking for. Light cruisers. Let's say spotter? Is what we're going to call this light cruiser? Yes. Alright, we want rapid fire guns, light battery 3s. We want anti-aircraft guns. We want fire control systems. Sonar or radar? I think we want radar because we're going to have sonar on the destroyers. Dual purpose secondaries. Rapid fire guns. I want torpedo launchers. I want some more torpedo launchers. I want anti-submarine warfare capability, and I would like float plane catapults. We don't have a lot of anti-aircraft here. But that's okay. These are designed to scout. Primarily. So, the Golf class, these are going to be named after maybe geographical features, cruisers. Okay, well, let me choose something here. All right, we're gonna call this the Puka class after the river in Honduras. Alright, there we go. Let's get those under construction. In theory. We'll get some of those being built. We just need more dockyards. Alright, let's keep an eye on things over here. We are up to 6% participation score. The highest right now is the Republic of China. Which makes sense, considering. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to change our economy to war economy. The Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the USSR, has declared war on the Republic of Turkey. Are they part of a faction? No, but they're about to be. Alright, sentimetric radar. Let's keep working on the radar. We could create a faction with the Republic of Turkey. That would be an interesting faction to create. I don't know how useful it would be. You know, I think I'm going to hold off. We're going to hold off on creating a faction. But that might take some pressure off of Iran. Yeah, because Turkey is starting to push in the Caucasus pretty good. Yep, they joined up there. I figured as much. I kind of want to see how things shake out of this war before I start thinking about like who I'm going to want to start potentially forming a faction with. Congo Free State has capitulated. Alright. To the Union of South Africa, apparently. The Republic of Malaysia has capitulated. Maybe the Japanese can now, you know, send some troops north. Leon Trotsky has called for a world revolution. Leon Trotsky called on communists everywhere to unchain themselves and overthrow the capitalist governments around the world. Take up arms in Union and USSR struggle to bring about the world revolution. Well, yeah, I mean, good luck with that.
Atención.
Yeah, keep pushing here.
Listo. Listo para bajar. Atención. Sí, señor.
Alright, Army support planes is completed. Naval bombers, we'll work on that.
Listo. Listo para avanzar.
Why do we have 8 divisions up here? We don't want them up there.
Cubierto.
I want them down here. Well, that now means that, yeah, Turkey is now at war with everybody. Okay. Get the 1944 destroyer hull. Yep, they did take a lot of pressure off of Iran there. How is Scandinavia looking? I mean, not as good as they looked initially. Armored train. Railway guns. Keep improving the military rail networks.
Instrucciones. Órdenes.
Yeah, there are no supply depots out here. This is a horrendous place to try to fight. Alright, fog intense dispersal device is complete. Alright. Alright, armor personnel carrier 42 is done. That's a year ahead of time. Alright, whatever. Okay, let's work on some of this stuff. How are we doing as far as the equipment goes? And we still have pretty good stockpiles. British Malaya no longer is able to supply rubber. We will instead get the rubber from Thailand. Makes sense since British Malaya no longer exists. Alright, what if I flipped you over to aggressive? Yeah, I think they're just gonna waste manpower and equipment. Really need to work on this industrial tech. Alright, phased array radars are complete. Monopulse radar. Yeah, can we just push these guys out? Improved submarine snorkel is complete. Improved depth charge mortar. Alright. Looks like we got it.
Sí, señor. Listo para avanzar.
Alright, well, we got it.
Listo para avanzar. Instrucciones.
Alright, let's see if we can get the next area. Nope. (1944) destroyer hull is complete. Yeah, let's work on the 1944 naval tech. Alright, naval bombers is complete. Fighter focus, we'll grab that. United Kingdom has declared war on the Republic of India. Alright. And Republic of India has joined our faction. And that means they're probably going to get called into these wars. The United Kingdom has declared war on the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. The United Kingdom has declared war on the Union of Burma. Really? Okay. We'll grab military access with India. Alright, a facility with an unassigned scientist. We now have our nuclear research facility. Excellent. I don't have enough. Political power to get a scientist there yet. Nuclear reactor. We need a scientist before we could do that. Pact of non-aggression, sure.
Listo, señor.
Alright, let's see if we can... We are a tad bit stuck here. The question is this a useful front to be on? Is this a useful front to be on? I don't think it is. The question is, yeah, they have forces here, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull our guys out of here. And instead, I am going to bring our troops up here. We're going to reposition. Okay, let's see. I mean, I know I can build rail out here. But I can't build anything else. Alright. Well then, what do we want to build? How are we doing as far as dockyards? Do we need more dockyards? And I could use some steel. So let's go with that. Now we can get our scientists. And we can assign the nuclear reactor research. There we go. All right. I think what I would want to do is I would want to push down here towards the Iranian border. Have you been pulled in? Yep, you've been pulled in. Okay. Turkish units seize Jerusalem. That was all stress up front. The mandate of Palestine has capitulated. Alright, let's tell our guys to begin participating in action as soon as they arrive. Because this is actually starting to really collapse here. Advanced light battery. Yeah. Knock that guy out. Monopulse radar is complete. We want semi-modern radio. It looks like that the Soviet Union is running out of troops to cover their border. Alright, let's get that cruiser hull. Yeah, they just don't have enough troops. Yeah, this is the much more useful front to be on. The Union of Burma has capitulated. That's to be expected, considering who is now involved. Improved rail networks. AT rockets. We're up to 7% participation. Alright, but I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here. We're going to push along here. We're going to try and link up with the Iranians. And then we're going to roll west as we push for the heart of the USSR. And then we stop helping them, because we would really want to stress a front and these guys to then fight for a long time and wear each other out. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, but for now we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.